Could you imagine if the second time was his first day back as a driver after dealing with the trauma of running over a kid and getting his license back and stuff? Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to some Steins Gate. Let me go ahead and toss the game into full screen for everyone's viewing pleasure on config. Because it is indeed time to Stein some gates. So I have written on a note here that is a physical note, and I am playing in the dark, so this is smart. Let's see. I wrote a note of where I need to go and what I need to do to get all the different endings. So, interesting. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I'm looking back into, like, how far back I need to go for, like, the other set of endings. And I need to go all the way back to closed epigraph. So that's kind of insane. But okay. Anatomic Duel is where we need to go for the Kagari ending. And we need to get through most of it, actually. Steins Gate speedrun. Okay, there's something I want you to tell me. Shouldn't you ask your dad? Are you okay with asking me? Ask Mighty. I don't know, I feel like this is a kind of funny answer. Shouldn't you ask your dad? No, I can't ask father. You sure? I don't know if I know anything he doesn't. You're the only one I can ask. What gift do you think would make my father happy? I think he'd like anything you gave him. Blah. Oh. That's what everyone says. It's always the exact same answer. I'm honestly starting to wonder if you're all plotting behind my back. No, Lukaku. Blah. That's because everyone respects you. Yes. Huh. You too, Okabe? Of course. Yes. That makes me happy. No. Yabai. Huh? It just ends on that. Wow. So mean. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so the date that we're looking for like the effective thing is 1:15. And we're like on 1:06. So we're gonna be speeding through this for a while. Is Kagari okay? Sure. Oh hey, there's some line messages that I guess, yeah. There were plot line messages, so I couldn't pick anything. That's why they skipped anyway. Anyways, we're all doing our best, just fine, don't worry. I'll do something. I'll pick this one. I'll do something. Okay, Okarine, thanks. Yep, just leave it to me. No, cute stickers. Anyways, back to our speedrun. Gotta go fast. How fast can one Steins a gate? I'm worried about Kagari. Believe in us. We'll do what we can. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Believe in us. Oh. Right. That's right, I believe in you more than anyone, Okobe. No. Of course in Hashida and Mao too. Maho too. I can read. Why did I say Mao? Please. I have Mao-kun on the brain. If there's anything you can do, let me know. I'll do anything. Oh. I'll let you know. Please and thank you. No. Okay. Wait. Okay. We are on the day and the place. I'm just gonna click through this because I don't want to miss it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to, but I could probably be fine if I kept hitting skip. Fuck it. I'll trust the game. Yep. Okay, I should have trusted the game like always. The sound of the phone ringing has all these different sounds fill the air. Listen, Okabe. The last thing she said was, I think that you... Whether these were Grace's words or Kagari's, her words were cut off by the sound of the door and the sound of screaming. I hesitated. Not only did I hesitate to answer it, but I almost tried to tap the button to reject the call. But then Kagari's fingers cut mine off. And then her fingers, or maybe Kurisu's, tapped the button to answer the call. And then the phone up against her head stopped ringing. Alright, already on a feels trip. Love that for us. Recursive Mother Goose. The dizziness stopped. The room was pitch black. There was no one there but me. Even Suzuha, who should have been living here, was gone. Daru, Mairi, Ferris, Luca, and Kagari too. Everyone was gone. Can I check my phone and see the contact? No, okay. I was so tired and sleepy. Same. I clutched my smartphone and laid down on the sofa. I closed my eyes, too tired to think. Wake up. It's lunchtime. No. Same. Someone was shaking me softly. They sound a lot like Mairi. Okarin, you're sleeping too much. Kagari will be here soon. Kagari. The second I heard her name, my mind snapped back into alertness. I forced myself to sit up. I was sitting on the sofa in the lab. Outside the window, it was bright. You're finally up. Okarin. Yeah. Mairi nodded, satisfied, and left my side. I took a look around the room. The table was covered in notebooks and textbooks that seemed to belong to Mairi. She was probably doing her homework. I could see Daru's huge back hunched over the PC. The monitor was displaying a cute anime character. He seemed to be playing another H game. From the look of things, the only people in the lab were him, me, and Mairi. The time on my phone said it was just before noon, which meant I'd been asleep for more than 10 hours. Oh no, I must have passed out before I checked to see if the world line had changed. I listened for a moment, and I could hear the usual bustling of Akihabara outside. There was no sign of Stratfor. That alone made me feel relieved. Okarin, you looked like you were having a bad dream. Is everything okay? Yeah. Want some barley tea? You shouldn't have duck pee right after you get up, right? Now why not? Yeah. Tea's fine. Okay, got it. Maybe went to the kitchen. Oh, there aren't any clean cups. Just give me a second. I'll wash one. No. I'm fine. No hurry. Oh, Maishi. I'd like some tea too. Okay. Wholesome. I also love the sing-song way she says things. It's very cute. 10 out of 10. With Mairi again. This all felt like an old memory. It seemed like ages ago when I last had a normal conversation like this. So fucking true, buddy. But this was no time to be sentimental. While Mairi was washing the cup, I needed to get things straight in my head. There was a world line change, right? In the end, I hesitated at the last second. If Kagari, or perhaps Kurisu, hadn't stopped me, maybe the world line wouldn't have changed, and Stratfor would have caught us. but change it did. I could still feel the lingering sensations from my reading Steiner, so I was sure of it. From the look of things, Mayuri and Dario were the same as ever, and the immediate danger was gone. The reason for the change was probably the deletion of Kurisu's memories from within Kaguri. Those memories must have included something that dealt with a time machine, which meant that their existence was important enough to control whether or not the world line changed. And I deleted them. No. It could be the opposite too. Maybe even if Maho's program hadn't worked right, and the memory rewrite failed, the world line would have changed anyway. Unlike last summer, it wasn't clear what was making the world line change now. The first thing I needed to do was see if Kaguri's memories had been successfully rewritten. Here you go. At the same time as I decided on my plan, Mayuri brought me a cup on a tray. I'll get some barley tea now, okay? She put the tray on the table and headed for the fridge. I looked and saw that there were 4 cups on the tray. 4. Mayuri, why are there 4 cups? Huh? Because Kaguri's going to want some too. That's right, Kaguri. Kaguri's coming. She just sent me a message on 9. She'll be here soon. I see. What's she coming over for? You called her. You sent everybody a message on 9 yesterday and said we all needed to meet here at noon. Interesting. It's our 3rd meeting to try and come up with a way to get her memories back. I see. It's you, me, and Kaguri-tan. Not that we've had any luck so far, though. I called her. Mayushi wants to help too, but I got work today. Make me unsquared. I can hear Mayuri apologizing from the kitchen. I hope she gets her memories back soon. It must be sad not to remember anything except the recent past. Okay, so then she doesn't remember her childhood in this one. She didn't remember anything except the recent past? What was going on? Kaguri should have still had her memories from when she was a kid. Maybe trying to rewrite her memories had actually deleted them? Okay, Okarin, here you go. Mayuri handed me a cup filled with barley tea. Oh, thanks. I took the cup, trying my best to hide my internal shock. I'll leave yours here, Daru. Thanks. I gulped down the tea, stood up from the sofa, and went over to Daru. Daru. What's up? I lowered my voice so that Mayuri couldn't hear. Did the memory right for Kaguri succeed? He's not gonna know what you're talking about, I bet. Or did it fail? Daru looked at me for a moment, confused. What are you talking about? Saw that coming. Huh? That wasn't the answer I expected. I'm asking if we succeeded in deleting Kurisu's memories from Kaguri's brain. What movie is that? It sounds scary. So true. Are you finally back to the old you? No. But I froze for a moment. Thought it didn't look like he was lying. He had no reason to lie anyway. Did that mean that in this world line, Kurisu's memories had never been implanted in Kaguri? Come with me. What? I'm playing an H game right now. Priorities. Just come with me. I dragged Daughter outside the room, leaving a very confused Mayuri behind. Wow, it's cold. Ogarin, are you trying to kill me? Maybe. Just be quiet and help me out for a minute. I want to check some things. He must have sensed that I was serious, because after a moment's surprise, he nodded silently. Is Kagari missing her memories right now? Duh, that's already been established. That's right. I've said that a bunch of times. Including her memories of the future, before she got on the time machine. Yes, all she remembers is what's happened lately. If she remembered the future, we could at least tell Mayuchi who she really was. True. You're telling me that Mayuri doesn't know Kagari is her daughter, right? Yep. You decided to keep it a secret. Which means the only people who know that Kagari is from the future are... me, you, and Suzaha. Is that all? That's all. Unless you told someone. I see. Sorry. I must not really be awake yet. I had a dream I'm mixing up with reality. You know what? Out of all the silly excuses he's made up, that one was actually sensible. Good on you for finally thinking of a good excuse for your silly little lies. Don't worry about it. I live in a train 24 hours a day, baby. That's not something to brag about, Naru. And anyway, it felt like forever since I've seen you excited about something. I'm not sure excited is the right word, but fair enough. Instead of answering, I took a second to think. It seemed that there were three main differences with Kagori in this world line. 1. She didn't have Kurisu's memories. 2. She didn't have her own memories of her childhood. 3. Only me, Daru, and Suzaha knew who Kagori really was. In other words, Mayuri didn't know that Kagori was her daughter. Am I back? This Kagori seemed closer to the one I'd met before I jumped to the Alpha World line. Everything seemed mostly the same as before, including the fact that we were trying to get back her memories. Did that mean that a second world line change had sent me back to the old one? If I had a divergence meter, I could tell, but... I was starting to think like I used to. I chuckled at myself. I should stop. I decided to have nothing to do with the time machine or the time leap machine. All I could do was help Kagori get her memories back. Okarin, you've been acting kind of weird for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I hope so. You know what, that's fair to do. Anyway, it's really cold. Can I go back in? Yeah, I'm cold too. Thunder and I raced back inside the room. When I got back, I could just barely make out Mayuri's voice. I'm not gonna be able to sing that, guys. Sorry, but searching for one thing. The laughter of the stars. Shining on the wind. If you reach out, you can grab it. Such cute singing. Mayuri hadn't noticed come back in. She was putting her textbooks into her bag, and it sounded like she was also singing a song. What else would she be singing? if not a song. Anyway,
それ誰の歌だ
what song is that? Huh? It was only then that she realized I was there. Oh, welcome back. It's cold outside. What were you guys talking about? Oh, you know, just a sanity check. Don't worry about it. We were just talking about this season's anime. No? Wow.
な
Hey,
あ今の
what was that song? Oh, was I singing it?
口ずさんじゃってた
A little bit, yeah.
探し物ひとつ星の笑う声風に瞬いて手を伸ばせばつかめるよ
I heard something fall near the front entrance. Kagari, isn't it? Yep. That's nice. At some point, Kagari had opened the front door. She was standing there with a shocked expression, her mouth opening and closing. Understandable. Her bag was lying at her feet. She must have dropped it in surprise when she came in. Headcanon, Mayuri totally heard Daru and Okube's conversation through the window just now. I don't think the window's open. And they were downstairs as far as I could tell, so I kinda doubt it. But then anything that surprising happened? I mean, her mother was singing, even if she doesn't remember she's her mother, so like... Oh, Kagari. Do-do-do. That... That song. I recognized it. Huh?
そうなのか
Do you? That song is... Kagari is trying to point at Mayuri, but shaking too much to do it. That song... That... She fell to the floor, like a puppet with its strings cut. Kagari! Kagari! Oh.
探し物ひとつ星の笑う声風に瞬いて手を伸ばせばつかめるよ
Mama. What is it, Kagari? What song is that? This is a really important song. What kind of song? It's a song to make people smile when they're crying. Maybe. Then why were you singing it in the lab? Mayuri? Is it important to make people smile when they're crying? That's also important. But that's not all. This is the song that brought you and me together. This song is the reason we met. Huh? So if it weren't for that song, you might not be my mama? I don't want that. Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant. I'll always be your mama, no matter what. No. Mama dayo. Okay. But...
ちゃんには
I want you to remember this song,
覚
Kagari,
えておいてほしいな。いつか
for the day when you
かがり
meet
ちゃんが
someone
大
really
事な
important
人
to
と出会
you.
った時のために。
Okay, listen, in my defense, if she actually said Mama Dayo, what else was I supposed to do?
その人が泣いている時
So that when they're crying, you can make them smile. Come on, sing it with me, okay?
探し物ひとつ星の笑う声探し物ひとつ星の笑う声上手
You're really good.
次はね
Now the next part is...
ママ
What happened? Mama?
ママ
Where are you, Mama?
どこに行ったの
Where'd you go? Mama? Mama?
ママ
Mama? Eh? No. Don't go. I can't tell because they aren't synced. But does Mighty's turn share the melody with the freaking main tune? I don't think so. Like, I think it might be similar, but I don't think it's the same melody. Sorry for the intense pause. I'm just trying to, like, sync the melodies in my head. It could be the same. Like, maybe a different BPM, and that's why it's, like, slightly different. Nuts. I wet a towel at the sink and put it on Kaguri's forehead as she lay on the sofa. She looked like she was having a nightmare. Her breathing was shallow and pained. She still wasn't awake. Pained dots.
大丈夫かな
You think she's okay? No.
どうだろうな
I don't know. She just collapsed out of nowhere after all. It had been about 5 minutes ago when she'd arrived, and then immediately collapsed. Daddy and Mighty and I had somehow managed to get her to the sofa. Wait, isn't putting a wet towel on someone's forehead what you do when they got a high fever? I mean... She doesn't look like she's got a fever at all. Does this for a couple people who've just passed out? It's not like we've got a better option. I don't know of any other things we can do. Fair. Neither Dottie nor I had the knowledge required to handle this situation. Take to the internet? I don't know. But since Kaguri had no insurance card and no residency certificate, taking her to the hospital felt like a bad idea. You know what? Yeah, that's fair. Like, even if, like, a foreigner can go to Japan stuff and, like, pay very little out of pocket if it really came to it, she has, like, no form of identification, like, at all. So that would bear to be an issue, if nothing else. All we could do was wait for her to wake up. That's...
Mama.
Mama. I heard her whisper something. She just said Mama. We both put our ears closer to her mouth. No. Don't go. Mama. She suddenly jerked upwards. The two of us just barely managed to avoid getting a headbutt. That was close. Wait, no. I missed my chance to do something naughty to Kaguri-san and not get blamed for it. Daru, what the fuck?
バカ
Stupid. I'm so stupid. You are, but not for what you were suggesting. Yeah, exactly, Daru. Consent. Gosh. I ignored Daru. Good. He was bashing his head against the floor in frustration and spoke to Kaguri. Maybe if he hits his head a few times, he'll be fine. Like, back to normal.
大丈夫か
You okay? That's
岡部
Okabe. Kaguri seemed confused. It took her a moment to realize that she was lying on the sofa. Huh?
私
Was I
寝てたん
asleep?
ですか
Why?
どうして
You passed the fuck out.
覚えてない
You don't remember?
ラボに来た途端
You saw Mayushi the minute you got here, then fainted.
まゆりさんを
When I looked at Mayuri, I realized that her tone had changed since the world line switch. More precisely, it had switched. It was back to how it was when I first met her.
君は
You seem to know the song she was singing.
知っているようだった
歌
The song. Thoughts. Oh,
そうです
that's right. That song.
私
I know
あ
that
の歌知
song.
ってるんです
Yeah. Tell us more. Why don't you?
どこかで聞いた
I've
こと
heard
があ
it
って
somewhere. A long, long time
ずっと
ago.
昔
When I was a little
子
kid.
供の頃に
おお来た
Oh, for the win! This is totally a sign that her memories are gonna come back.
なんじゃね
まゆりさんは
Where's Mayuri? Where'd she go?
あの歌のことを
I have to get her to tell me about that song. Her eyes started around the lab.
マイリはメイク
She had to go to work at
メ
May Queen. So she left as soon as you got here.
かがりたんのこと
She was really
すごく
worried about
心
you.
配してた
I'm really sorry.
今日はランチ
They asked me to come in for the lunch shift today. And really can't miss it. And I really can't miss it. I can read.
おかり
Okari, Daru, take care of Kaguri for me, okay? It's just like a good mother would say. Even if she doesn't know she's her mother.
そうですか
I see.
他に
Is there anything
何
else
か
you
思い出した
remembered?
ことはないかどんなことでもいい
It doesn't matter how small.
他に
Anything else? She put her hand up to her forehead so she could think.
と
But then she shook it softly.
ダメです
No,
他には
I don't remember anything else.
歌のことも
I know that
知
I've
って
heard
い
that
るのは
song
確かなん
before,
ですけど
but I can't remember who I
誰から
heard it
聞いた
from
の
at
かと
all.
かそういうのは全然
かがりたんさ
Did you dream at all
今
when you were
気絶
passed
して
out
る
just now,
間
Kaguri-tan?
夢見てなかった
夢ですか
Dream?
うん
Yeah.
うなされて
You
た
looked
か
like you
ら
were
さ
having a bad dream.
ママって
You kept
呼
saying,
んでた
Mama.
あ
Oh, you yelled that when you woke up
叫んで
too.
私
I
そんな
did.
ことを
歌がトリガーに
I
な
wonder
っ
if
て
that song might have been the key to bringing back his some of your memories or something.
と
Well,
ダメ
no,
思い
I
出せ
can't
ません
remember anything.
確かに何かの
Yeah, I think I
夢を
was
見て
dreaming,
いた気がします
yes.
とても
And
大
that
切な
dream
夢だ
was
ったよ
very
うな
important.
気がするんですけど
そうか
I see.
すみません
I'm sorry for causing
ご
all
迷
this
惑をお
trouble.
かけして
But with daughter and I knew this was a big step forward. She knew the song that Mayuri was singing. And she said she'd learned it when she was a child. That would have been in the future, before she got in the time machine. Which meant that there could be only one answer. It was the future Mayuri who taught Kaguri that song.
オカリン
Okari, you think asking Mayushi would be a good first step?
そうだな
You're right.
バイト
She
は
said she
ランチ
only
タイム
had to work the lunch shift. So let's head over to May Queen when it's
メイクイ
winding
ン行
down.
ってみるか
私も
I'll
行き
go
ます
too. Kaguri slowly stood up off the sofa.
落ち着いて
Calm down. We're not leaving right away. You should rest a little.
休んでいた方がいい。
あ、
No,
そ
you're
うです
right.
ね。すみません。
Sorry. And then her stomach rumbled.
腹が減ったのか。
You hungry? We've got instant ramen.
あとは
And
毎日
Mayuri's
が買いだめ
chicken
した
wings
唐
and
揚げ
bananas
とか
too.
バナナとか。
The bananas.
バナナ。
I'd like a banana. She seemed embarrassed.
お帰りなさいませ。
Welcome back, Meowster. When we opened the door to make Queen Yan squared, the usual cat-eared maid was there to welcome us. Okarin yasai? Yes. Oh, Okarin.
かがりにゃんも。
Kagarin Yan too. Welcome back.
こんにちは。
Hello, Ferris.
むにゅー。
Meow. Okarin. Every time you've been here lately, it's been with a different girl. Listen. So it's true what they say, that you've mastered the aura of a popular college boy, Meow.
そんなんじゃない。
That's not it.
マユリを迎えに
I'm here to see Mayuri.
そろそろ
I figured she'd be done with her shift. Be about done with her shift, I can read. She was working in the kitchen today, Meow. The kitchen? We didn't have enough mates for lunchtime today. So we had her come in to help, Meow. Hey, is it really okay to let her cook?
大丈夫なのか。
She's learning. Leave her alone. She really wanted to cook, but we had her focus on washing plates, Meow. That was Ferris for you. She knew exactly who belonged where. I told her she could go home, so she should be changing right now, Meow.
じゃあ
Tell her we're waiting outside then.
伝えておいてくれ。
Roger, Meow. We waited down below for a bit before Mayuri came out. Okari, Kagari. Thanks for coming to get me. Is Kagari okay?
大丈夫。
As soon as she got out of the store, Mayuri ran out and gave Kagari a big hug. No. She had a worried look on her face as she peered into Kagari's eyes.
ありがとう、まゆりさん。
Thanks, Mayuri. Yeah, I'm
もう
okay
大丈
now.
夫。よかった。
I'm so glad.
バターンって倒
You
れ
just
ちゃった
fell
から
over, so I was really worried.
しちゃったよ。心配かけて。
I'm sorry I worried you.
でも、
But why did
ど
you
うして
two come
二
to
人して
get me?
迎えに来てくれたの？
お前に
There was something I wanted to ask you
さっき
about that song you were singing. I repeated the conversation I had at the lab for Mayuri.
というわけで
So can you tell us
その
where you
歌を
heard
どこで
that
覚えたの
song?
か教えてほしいんだ。
ね、ま
Mayushi heard Suzu
す
singing
ず
it.
さんが歌っていたのを聞いたの。
Is it just an endless loop of a song then? Cause there's no way Suzuha didn't get it from Mayuri. But Mayuri got it from Suzuha. It's just a little, it's an endless loop. It's an endless loop.
鈴葉
Suzuha was singing it. That's right.
まゆしは
After work, Mayashi studies a lot at the
よ
lab.
くラボでお勉強してるんだ。雨の日はね。
On rainy days,
すず
Suzu
さん
does
は
her
部屋の
training
中で
inside,
トレーニング
like
して
push-ups
る
and
のです。
sit-ups and stuff.
腹筋と
She
か
would.
腕立て伏せとか。それでね、
And when she finishes her training, she always takes a
シャ
shower.
ワーを浴びるんだけど、 出た後は
After she comes out, she looks out the window at the rain
窓の
as she
外の
dries her
雨を
hair.
見てるの。その時にね、
And when she does,
いつ
she
も
always softly
この
sings this
歌を
song.
小さく口ずさんでるんだよ。なんていう歌
I've
なの
never
か
asked her what it's
す
called
ずさ
though.
んに聞いたことはないんだけどね。
なるほど。
I see. So maybe it was a song from the future then. Like a song that was popular with people in the 2030s maybe? Maybe Kaguri learned it at the same time that Suzuha did.
それなら次は鈴葉に当たってみるか。
So maybe we should ask Suzuha next. Look, you're expecting Mayuri to say it was from an anime? I was expecting to say, like, Mayuri to say that she either made it up or got it from her grandma, not gonna lie. But anyways,
そうですね。
you're right.
ここまで来たんだ。
I've come this far, so I'll stay with you until we find out.
本当ですか？
Really?
ありがとうございます。
My relationship with Suzuha was probably still pretty strained in this world, but she would probably help me get Kaguri's memories back.
一度戻ろう。
Let's head back to the
鈴
lab.
葉は
She should be
ブラウン
working
管
at the
工房に
Bronze
留守番してると
workshop.
思う。
Mayushi も
Mayuri will go with you.
まゆりさん、いい
You
です
sure,
か？
Mayuri? Yep. Mayuri gave a cheerful answer, and then started to fidget as if she were embarrassed for some reason.
ね。
I don't know how to say
うま
this,
く言え
but
ないんだけど、かがりさんを
when I
見て
see
る
you,
と
Kaguri,
なん
I
か
feel like
し
I
な
have
きゃ
to
っていう
do
気持
something.
ちになるのです。
Motherly instincts kick in.
守ってあげたい
It's like I want to
とか
protect you, or I want to help you.
とか
Motherly
そういう
instincts
気
kick in.
持ちなんでなのか
I
な
wonder why. It's strange,
不思議だ
isn't
ね
it?
えへへ
Maybe it was the bond between mother and daughter. Fucking yawns. As it was gonna be a long time before Mayuri became Kaguri's mother, though. Thank you for the head pats, appreciated while I malfunction.
それにね
And also,
思い出がないの
I
っ
think
て
it's sad not being able to
寂しい
remember
と思うか
things.
ら
Then I will not tell you how little I remember of my life, Mayuri. Not that I can tell you anyways, because you're a fictional character, but you would be very sad.
まゆり
Anyway,
さん
Mayuri,
ありがとうございます
thank you.
ううん
It's fine.
みんなで
Let's all do
頑張
our
ろう
best. And so the three of us went back to the lab.
あれ
Huh?
すずさんの
Suzu's
自
bike
転車
isn't
がない
here.
ね
Oh dear.
おかしいな。
That's strange.
出る時
It was
に
here
はあっ
when
た
we
な。
left. Just as we went to peek inside the Bronze workshop, Tanoji came out.
お
Hey,
なんか
you
用
need
か
something? Oh yeah, you're a part-timer. Thanks and thank you.
あの、
Is
鈴葉はいませんか？
Suzuha here?
さ
I
っ
think
き
she
ま
was
で
working a while
店番し
ago.
てたと思うんですが。
あ
Ah,
ああいつな
she
ら
left for the
今日
day.
は上がったぜ午後から
She
用
said
事
she
があ
had
るとか
something
で
to
な
do this afternoon.
いつになく
Seems
真面目
pretty
な顔して
serious.
出かけていった
Hmm.
何の用事かは
Did he
聞い
ask
て
what
ま
it
すか？
was?
いや
Nope.
バイ
I
ト
don't
の
know,
プ
she's
ライ
been
ベート
getting
まで
involved in my
詮
part-timers'
索するつ
private
もりはねえ
lives.
からな
Get on you, Tanoji. That's all he said before he headed back into the shop.
すずさ
And
ん
I wonder where she
どこ行っ
went.
たのかな用事って
What do you suppose she had to do? Thoughts. I hoped it was nothing serious. I'll try. Ryan. Well, it was cook saved. We'll be fine. Okay. 9. I think I got a hint for Kaguri's memories. There's some things I want to ask you. Where are you? Doko desu ka? Gogo curry.
ゴーゴーカレー
Gogo curry. Was she eating a late lunch? Was that important?
とにかく行ってみよ
Let's go check it out. I wonder if she's there with Dario? Or... Wow, that was amazing. The winner of this month's Gogo Kuri Akihabara eating contest is... The first person in store history to win 3 in a row. The Silent Slaughterer. I can read. Silent. Wow. Where does she fit all that curry into her tiny body? It all goes to the muscles. She's the goddess of curry. The goddess of curry has appeared before us. I like that it says gallery. The peanut gallery. She sure slaughtered that curry. If you told me she was a real assassin, I'd believe it. Well, wouldn't you believe it? She actually is. Not in this timeline, though. Well, in this timeline, but not in this time frame. Yeah. Thoughts. Congratulations to our winner, the Silent Slaughterer. Wow. Wow. Was this what Suza had been up to? The store had said she'd won 3 times in a row, and the customers seemed to know her. Did that mean she was a regular? Suzaha made her way over to us through the cheering crowds. Huh? What's wrong, you three? I mean... Yeah, no, I got nothing to say, wittily. Carry on. Sorry, the tournament was just about to begin, so I didn't have time to type out a longer response. Wow, I can't believe you ate that big plate of curry. Eat what you can when you can. You need that nutrition to survive on the battlefield. I mean... The battlefield? Did I hear that wrong? No, you heard right. It's probably better not to think about it. So, Uncle, what was this about a clue to Kaguri's memories? Explain what had happened so far. Huh? You heard me singing? You should have said something, big says Mayu. You were so cute when you were singing. I thought if I said something, you'd stop. No. Her little blushies. Suza has little blushies. Are cute. You're so mean. Oh. So, where did you hear that song? Mom. Mom used to sing it. Okay. So, on to the next victim. Yuki. Got it. Yuki did. Huh? Yuki. Your mom's name is Yuki, too? Right. Oops. Oops. No, that's not it. Yuki's nickname is Mom. She's the mom friend after all. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. It's fun. That's right. We just always call her that. What is this? A round of musical pro tags? Yes. Do you? So, how did she get that nickname? Popped her out. I don't know. Sorry, we could talk about that some other time. Uncle, over here. Suzaha and I stood a little away from Kaguri. Listen, is there really any point in hiding the truth about Mom from her? You know, that is a good point. Her memories might not come back, so it's smarter not to tell her, I think. I don't think that makes sense. You'll find out when you're younger. So true. I see. I like to avoid that if I can. So Yuki taught you that song in the future, right? Of course. She used to sing it as she cooked, so I learned it that way. Oh. I was getting confused. So what's going on here? So when Kaguri was little, she learned it from you or Yuki? Neither. She learned it from Mayuri, but that's fine. No way. Kaguri only became big as Mayu's adopted daughter after Mom died. And I've never sung it for anyone. I've never let Kaguri hear it. It was all I could do. It was all I could do to survive back then. I think there's a word that's supposed to go there, like 2. Anyways, I didn't have time to sing.
無意識に口ずさんでるなん
I
て
didn't even realize that
自
I'd
分
been
でも知
singing
らなかっ
it.
たくらいなんだ。かがりがこの歌を
She said she learned it when she was a kid, so she probably learned it from Big
それ
Sis
は
Mayu.
まゆ姉さんから教わったんだと思うよ。
そうか。
I see. Which meant Kaguri learned it from Mayuri, who learned it from hearing Suzuha hum it, and Suzuha learned it from Yuki, her mother, who probably learned it from Mayuri, not gonna fucking lie at this rate.
なら、
Which means
次は
next we
ユキさん
visit
に送ってみ
Yuki,
よう。
I guess.
なんだか伝言
This is
ゲーム
turning
みたい
into a game of telephone. It already was one, but go off, King. But even so, if we kept at it, we were sure to learn the truth eventually.
私はタイムマシン
I
の
gotta
整
do
備もある
maintenance
し
on the time machine, so I don't think I can go.
かがりのこと
Take care of Kaguri for me.
あ、
Yeah,
というわけ
so that's the story. I explained to Mairi and Kaguri what I learned from Suzuha. Of course, since I couldn't tell them about the future, I skirted around that part of the story.
そっか
I see. So next it's Yuki,
次は
right?
ゆきさんだね。
マユリ、
Mairi,
連絡
can
取
you
ってもらってい
contact
い
her for me? Okay, sure. Mairi took out her phone to call Yuki.
うーん
Dots.
うん
She's not
出
answering.
ないな
Oh no.
LINE 送って
I
お
sent
くね
her a Rhyme. Mairi gave up on calling her and sent her a message on Rhyme.
これで OK だ
There
よ
we go.
なんだか大事
I'm
に
sorry
なって
this
し
turned
まって
into such a big deal.
すみません気にしなくていい
Don't worry about it.
それにね
And you know,
まゆ
Mayushi
しは
is having fun
かが
going
り
on
さ
a
んと
walk
こう
with
してお
Kagari.
散歩できて
No.
楽しいのですありがとう
Thanks.
私もまゆ
I
りさ
feel
んと
kind of
お話し
relaxed
しながら
too,
歩いていると
talking with you like
なんだか
this.
ゆったりした気分
It
になれるんで
caused
す
your mother and daughter.
あ
No, me too.
まゆしも一緒だ私たち
Maybe we
気が
just
合
get
うのかも
along.
しれませんね
I mean, yeah, you do. You really do. That's not wrong.
へへへ嬉しい
That makes me happy. If Dada was here, he'd yell, Yuri for the win. Good to think of it. Dada had said he'd had something to do today, and I hadn't seen him since we had left the lab. It's probably something I didn't want to know about. Maybe it's a date with Yuki? Hmm?
ゆきさんからメッセージ来たよ
Oh, I just got a message from Yuki.
実 は今
I'm actually on a date with Hashida, it says.
だって
I didn't mean to actually predict what was going on. It was a joke. I promised it was a joke. Not that I know what else she would be busy with and that he would be busy with at the same time, but like... Wow, I see.
あの二人お付き合
They're
いしてるん
dating?
ですか
Yeah,
デートするほど真
I
剣
hadn't
に
heard
して
that
い
they
た
were
とは
close enough to start
聞い
dating.
てないぞ。
Was that what Daru was up to? He was rizzing up Yuki. Looks like she's coming to the lab this evening.
夕方にはラボに来るみ
Convenient.
たい
夕方か。
Evening, huh? That's not for a little while.
でも
I don't think we should
デー
interrupt
トの
their
邪
date
魔しちゃ
though.
悪いよ
Yeah,
そうですね
that's right.
待ちましょう
Let's wait. Nukagori wanted to wait. It wasn't my place to disagree. We decided to have Mayuri answer Yuki's message and then go back to the lab. On the way. Gasp.
お
Hmm?
どうした？
What's up?
おかり
Okari, over there. Place your bets now for what it is, because I have no clue. No thoughts head empty. But I want someone to guess. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I think they spotted Dario and Yuki. That is something that did come to mind very briefly. Mahifumi said, okay. Not an original thought in your brain, huh? Mighty suddenly lowered her voice and quietly pointed towards a nearby cafeteria with outdoor seating. Yep. Okay. Guess they're on Operation Interrupt the Date anyways, right? Ah. Two people we recognize were sitting at one of the tables. It was Yuki and Daru, sitting on a tree. The two of them were eating a sandwich together. Alright. This is... I don't know. I guess since Daru's over there and not here, I'll say it for him. Daru, your brains must explode. What do we do? Keep going to the lab. Leave them alone. They shouldn't get in the way. But this isn't something you get to see every day, is it? Y'all, mind your own business. Go to the lab. Jesus. That's very true. Please, guys, come on. Mayuri's eyes were filled with passion. She seemed to be truly cheering them on. Should we wait for them to finish and pretend we just happened to walk by? I guess that's a reasonable thing, sort of. Not really, just go to the lab. Mayushi think that's a good idea. Y'all are dorks. Sounds good to me. Kagari and Mayuri were getting excited. Was this really that exciting? We sat at a nearby table in the corner of the terrace so not to let them see us. We covered our faces as best we could and quietly observed the two of them. They seemed to be enjoying their lunch. I could just barely make out what they were saying. Aw, Hashira, you got some tomato stuck on your mouth. I'll wipe it off. No. I'm fine, just fine. I'll wipe it off myself. Dario.exe has stopped working. But you never have a handkerchief with you, do you? Come on, turn this way. If any of my bodily fluids get on your handkerchief, you'll have to throw it out. Daru. I will not. Come on, here. No. I'm not. No. What is he doing? They're getting along so well. I'm jealous. I love that he talks a big game but is completely hopeless around an actual girl. So true. He just stopped functioning there, man. They make a perfect couple. Do they? Agreed. Of course they do. I don't get it. They look so happy together. That's so nice. Mayuri is watching them with stars in her eyes. And then... Oh, Mayuri. Mayuri, are you hungry? I was going to eat after work. Oh, were you? Okay, I'll order something. My treat. No. You're sure? It's my way of saying thanks for helping. Yay! You're so nice, Okarin. Okay. Mayuri's eyes shone as she looked at the menu. I want crepes with lots of strawberries and cream. That sounds so fucking good. Ugh. Evidently the place was offering a special on crepes today. Okay. What about you, Kaguri? I just ate, so... Come on, let's eat together. No. Don't worry about it. Thanks. I'll have the banana and chocolate one then. Crepe time. Roger. I went to buy crepes, being careful not to let Daru and Yuki see me. No. What a cute CG. Now I just really want fucking crepes though. Fuck. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Their little content sounds. Oh, it's I have a big old fruit-filled crepe. So true, so true. These are so good. I can't believe it. Right? The chocolate has just the right amount of bitterness. And the strawberries are good too. Here, Kagari, say, oh. It's good. What are you making me do? Feeding you, like a mother would feed a child. Aw, come on. You don't need to get embarrassed. We're both girls. That's true, but... Oh, you got some cream on your cheek. Oh, oops. Mayashi will get it off for you. I'm okay. I could do it by myself. Kaguri hurriedly took a hand mirror and handkerchief out of her pouch and wiped it off. Aw, Mayashi wanted to do that. No. Come on, Mayuri. You can't do that. But she's your mother. Huh? Why? Why? Because... And then you say stuff like that. It makes me feel weird. Wow. Weird. Yeah. It makes me really want to let you spoil me. No. It's strange. I was supposed to be older than you. Kaguri's cheeks flushed red as she stared up into Mayuri's eyes. That means you love me, right? Sukidatte. What? Mayashi loves you, too. No. Please just tell them about their actual relationship in the future, I swear to fuck. Mayuri, Oh, she doesn't really mean anything by it. Don't let it bug you. Okabe, shut the fuck up. She doesn't. Hey, give Mayashi a bite too, okay? Oh, fine. Here, say, Maggie took a bite of the crepe in Kaguri's hand. To someone else's eyes, it might have just looked like two sisters feeding each other crepes. Of course, Mighty would be the little sister. But it didn't look that way to me. It looked like a little Kaguri was blushing and stretching a hand out toward her mother. I really did want to get her memories back. I could only imagine what the future was like after World War III occurred. But no matter how bad it got, families still must have gotten together to eat dinner. Right, he hasn't experienced 2036 yet. Not in this ending. That was fun last time. Maybe this happened in the future too. That would be a very happy... Okari? Oh, What's wrong? You're spacing out. Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something. Do you want a crepe too? I want a crepe. Where's my crepe? Why not go get one? Because I don't know where to get one. I'm fine. I just ate. And the crepes looked so sweet that I lost my appetite. Oh, I know. Mayashi will give you a bite of hers then. That's really cute. Aw.
それなら私の
You can have one of mine too. No. I suddenly found myself with 2 smiling girls shoving 2 crepes into my face. Come on, stop that. It's embarrassing. Yes, embarrass him. Without even thinking, I tried to move my chair back, only to get it caught on the leg of the table. Oop. Okarin. Okabe. Ow. The rest of the cafe watched me as I fell flat onto the ground. I ended up attracting a lot of attention. Yeah, that's not surprising one bit. And as a result, yep.
岡部さんじゃない
Is that you, Okabe? What? Oh, goody. What are you doing here? Don't worry about it. Go back to your date. Ignore us. They found us. We explained to the 2 of them how we'd found ourselves here.
もう
Jeez.
声をかけ
You
て
should
く
have
れれ
said
ばよかったじゃ
something.
ないですかえへ
Heh.
ごめんなさい
Sorry.
お邪魔しちゃ
We
悪いか
didn't
な
want
と
to
思って
interrupt.
ずっと見られて
It's
たことの
embarrassing
方
to think
が
you've been
恥ずかしい
watching
で
us
す
the
よ
whole time. I mean, we got really distracted by crepes, so I wouldn't say we've been watching the whole time.
うーん
Fair. Dodo's face was as placid as a cheese's. Do I want to retry that sentence? No, we're carrying on. Knowing that we saw him like that must have snapped his mind in half.
それでユキさん
So, Yuki,
どうかな
how about it?
その歌
Do you remember where
ど
you
こで
heard
知ったの
that
か
song?
覚えてないか
覚えてますよ
I do.
最近の
It was
ことな
really
ので
recent.
私お菓子
I work
教
at a
室に
dessert
バイトをして
cooking
るんで
class.
す
I'm the teacher's
講師の先
assistant.
生の補佐役なんですけど
Hmm.
ほら
You know how I love to
私
make
お菓子作
snacks,
るの
right?
好きだから
I'm still learning
まだ
though.
まだ修行中なんですけどねゆきさんが作る
All
お
her
菓子は
desserts are really yummy.
美味しいんだよ
I see.
今度鏡
Let's
さん
make
も
some
一緒に
soon,
作ろう
Kagari. Okay?
はい
Yes, please. I tried to get the conversation back on track.
そのお菓子教室
So,
と歌に
what's the deal with the
どんな
song in
関
this
係が
class?
ああそうそう
Oh, right.
教室に通ってる
One of the
生徒
students
さん
in
の
the
二人
class is
が
always
料理の
singing
間
it.
その歌を
No.
いつも口ずさんでて本人は無意識
I
に
don't think
して
she
いないん
knows
です
she's
けど
doing it,
それ
but
を
she always
歌って
looks
る
really
時は
happy when
と
she
ても幸
does.
せそうな顔をされていて私も
I picked it up at some point.
その生徒は
Is that student
ユキ
someone
さ
you
んの
know?
知り合いなのか例えば
Someone I
俺の
know?
知っている人だったりしないか
うーん
Hmm.
それはない
I
と
don't
思い
think
ます
so.
割
She's
と
an older
私を
woman.
召している女性なので
We played the game of telephone to this point, and ended up with someone who had nothing to do with any of us. Maybe it was really a common song, and Kaguri had just happened to learn it from hearing someone sing it in the future. No, it was too early to assume that.
ひとまず
Let's try
そ
getting
の
a
生
hold
徒
of
さん
that
に話
student.
を聞いてみようユキさん
Yuki,
すまないが
can you contact
そ
her
の人
for
に連
us?
絡を取ってもらえないから生徒の個人情報
I know you can't tell us her
俺
private
たちに教える
information.
わけにもいかないだろうし
別に構わない
I
で
don't
すよ
mind. It's a
教
class,
室といって
sure.
もそん
But it's
な
not that
大
big
げ
of
さ
a
なもの
deal.
じゃないですからその方の携帯
I
の
know her
内容も
email.
聞いて
I
ます
talk
し
to her all the
よ
time.
くお話もしますから
Cute. Yuki took her phone out of her pouch and started to fiddle with it. She seemed to be looking at a list of addresses.
えあ
Oh, here we
あった
go.
この
This
人
is
で
her.
す
She turned the phone toward us. Saying the name of a person we'd never met wouldn't do us any good, but we looked anyway.
え
Oh.
え
Huh? That. Huh?
何
What? That name.
オカリンの
That's Okarin's mom. Yeah, I saw that coming. I just didn't say it. Small world. There was no doubt about it. That was my mom's name. Wow, so Yuki's a friend of yours. Mom reveal. After hearing the shocking news that Kaguri's song traced its roots all the way back to my mom, we went back to the lab. It would have been embarrassing to call my mom in front of Mayuri and Kaguri. So I went up to the roof in the cold to call home. When I asked my mom if she was going to a cooking class, she seemed surprised that I didn't know. I see. That song, huh? I had no idea I was singing it. That's kind of embarrassing. Where did you learn that song? Where? Like you heard it on the radio? Or maybe you heard someone else singing it? Thoughts. It was you. Huh? You used to sing it. What? Whoa, what? What are you talking about? That's impossible. You remember when you were in middle school and Mayuri got really depressed, right? When her grandma died? Oh. Everybody was really worried, but one day she suddenly got better. But then you started going crazy. Yeah. What was all that about? You were a bad scientist? Bad scientist. Please stop. Was there anything in the world more terrifying than hearing about your own dark history from your mom? When you started being a bad what's-its, you would sing that song whenever you took a bath. You sing it so often, I guess I learned it. I sang it? That's right. You don't remember? Oh, a customer's here. Bye. It's gonna rain soon, so come home quick. Seriously? Majika. So, Okarin, how'd it go? Awfully. Did you find anything out? Unfortunately. Understandable. I explained why I heard from my mom, even though I didn't really understand it myself. Yeah, they were surprised. I was more surprised than anybody. I was so surprised that I was actually feeling pretty calm. So, what does this all mean? Thoughts? What did it mean? Kagure had learned the song from Mayuri in the future. Mayuri had learned it in the present from Suzuha. Suzuha learned it from Yuki in the future. Yuki had learned it from my mom. And my mom had learned it from me. Did I ever sing? I mean, no comment. Mayushi doesn't remember. If it was a popular song, maybe I would have hummed it, but... No luck. I can't remember. What do we do? We're out of clues, aren't we? Mari looked like she was about to cry. Kaguri gave her a gentle hug. Aww. Please calm down, Mayuri. Okabe, does the fact that you sang it when Mayuri was depressed give you any kind of clue? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really do anything special. All I did was go see Mayuri when she was visiting her grandmother's grave. That was when Kyomo Hyorin, now sealed away, had been born. Thoughts? Should we go to her grave then? You might remember something. Was that possible?
ここまで来たなら
After all
最
this,
後まで
I want to
きち
see
んと
this through to
確
the
かめてみ
end.
たいですから。
Understandable.
おかり
Okanin.
まゆし
Mayushi wants you to do it too.
わかった。
Okay,
行こう。
let's go.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. The sun was about to set, so we decided to go the next day. The next day, the sky had been cloudy since morning. I met with Kagari and Mayuri at a spot near the cemetery where her grandmother was buried.
雨降ってきち
It
ゃい
looks
そう
like it's going
だ
to
ね
rain, huh?
私
I
傘
didn't
持って
bring
き
an
てないんですよね。
Why not, Kagari?
天気予報では
The weather
降ら
said
ない
it
って
wasn't
言って
going
た
to
から。
rain. Well, the weather lied.
まゆしもだよ。
Mayushi didn't either. Oh boy. I hope one of you brought one then. And I never brought an umbrella when it wasn't raining. In other words, nobody had an umbrella. That's nice.
雨が降り出す前
Well,
に
let's finish this before the rain starts. Good luck. Okay.
おばあちゃん
Your grandma will be happy you came, I bet.
喜ぶだろうな。
Your grandma? Are we visiting your grandma's grave, Mayuri?
そうだな。
Yeah.
それに今
And
日は
Kaguri's here
さんが
today
来てくれ
too.
たしまゆしの素敵
I
な
can't
お
wait to
友
introduce
達
my
を
wonderful
おばあ
new
ちゃん
friend
に
to
紹介
Grandma.
できるのが楽しみ。まゆりさん
Mayuri.
おかり
Okay, let's hurry. There's a lot Mayashi wants to tell Grandma. No.
あるのです。
そうだな。
Yeah,
急ごう
let's hurry. We finally arrived at the cemetery. The skies were getting darker, and it felt like it could rain at any minute. We finished cleaning the grave, and each of us put our hands together in front of us. Then Mayuri sat down and started talking to her grandma. Kaguri and I watched her from a short distance away.
それでね
And then Kaguri came in, and she was so surprised. She fell down and went bang.
しちゃった
Oh dear.
まゆしはすっごく
Mayushi was really
慌てちゃったし
scared and really
すっごく
worried,
心配だった
but I
んだ
had to
け
go
ど
to work.
どうしてもだから
So I said to Okarin and Daru,
か
take care of
がりさんのことお
Kaguri,
願い
and left the lab.
ってラボでも
But I was so worried, I thought my heart was going to burst.
胸がはち切れそうだったんだよ岡部さん
Okabe, Kaguri whispered to me, concerned.
あ
Oh,
あ。
don't
マユリ
worry
のこと
about
な
Mayuri.
ら気にしないでくれ。あれは
That's kind of like a ritual.
儀式
A ritual?
あ
Yeah. She loved
あ。
her
マユリは
grandma
おば
a
あちゃん子
lot,
でさ、
and when her grandma died,
そのお
it
ばあ
was
ちゃん
like
が
she
亡くなっ
lost
た
her
時には
soul.
魂半年くらい誰
For
とも
about
口を
6
聞か
months,
ずに
she wouldn't say a word to
毎
anyone.
日ここに来ては
She'd just come here and stand all
一日
day.
中ぼんやりとまるで
It was like she was
自分も
praying
おばあちゃ
to
んの
go
ところ
be
に行
with
けれ
her
ばいいの
grandma.
にって。
それを
And you
岡部
brought
さ
her
ん
back,
連れ
didn't
戻した
you?
んですよね
How did you know? Based on the fact that Mayuri is back to normal? I don't know, man. It doesn't take much to figure that out.
まゆりさんから聞いちゃい
Mayuri
ました
told me. There's that too.
あいつ
That girl.
いいじゃないです
Aw,
か
come on.
かっこいいで
It's
すよ
cool.
マッド
Yoing
サイエンティ
Kyoma,
スト
the mad
大
scientist.
京馬さん
やめて
Stop it.
あの時は
I was desperate for any
必死だったん
idea I
だ。
could think of.
後から思えば
Looking
正解だ
back,
ったわけ
it
だ
was
け
the
ど
right answer.
やっぱ
But
り
it was still really
恥ずかしい
embarrassing.
真似をしたと思うよ
I'd used every bit of knowledge I could scrape up from anime and video games to try and keep Mayuri's soul from leaving us.
連れてなんて行かせな
I won't let anyone take you away. Oh. Mayuri is my hostage. Just a sacrifice for my human experiments. There is no escaping me. Oh. Sniff.
まゆしは
Mayushi's your
人質なんだ
hostage.
ね。じゃ
I guess I'm stuck here, huh?
あ、うんうん、
No.
とても素敵な
I
お
think
話だ
that's
と
a
思い
wonderful
ます。
story.
そうかな。
Is it?
そうですよ。
It is.
Oh.
Ah.
Hmm?
Hmm.
降ってきました。
It started raining. Of course. I looked up just in time for a drop to fall on my cheek. The cold rain started to come down.
こんなに早く降り始め
I
る
didn't
と
think it
は
would start
思い
so
ませんでし
soon.
たね。
What should we do?
どうします？
We just got in here and hadn't done anything yet. I want to at least do a little research before we left.
一旦
Let's find a place where we
雨宿り
can
できる
get
場
out
所
of
を
the
探そう。
rain. We can get umbrellas at the
コンビニで
convenience
傘を
store
買っ
if
て
we
もいい
need
し。
them.
わかりました。
Okay.
まゆりさん、
Mayuri,
一度駅
let's
に
head
戻
back
り
to
ま
the
しょう。
station for now. Huh? Wow. It's raining. The rain started to come down harder as we ran toward the station. Yeah, I'm soaked. We should have brought the umbrellas first, huh?
これじゃ
We need to take a shower or we'll catch a cold.
いいちゃうね。そうだ。
I know. Kaguri,
かがり
want to
さん、
come to Mayushi's house?
のお作
We
り
could take a shower
一緒に
together.
シャワー浴びようよ。
No.
あれ？
Huh? Mayuri turned around and suddenly stopped. I stopped too. I looked back and saw that Kaguri wasn't keeping up with us. Huh? She was standing some distance away with a blank look on her face. She was facing us but seemed to be staring off into the distance. Kaguri? What's wrong? Thoughts.
聞こえる。
I can hear it. Her voice was flat and emotionless. It was like she was a different person than the one that had been there a moment before.
聞こえるって。
What can you hear? Thoughts.
声、
A voice.
声が。
I hear a voice.
かがり。
Kaguri. Mayuri started to walk towards Kaguri.
私、
I
行かなきゃ。
have to go. Huh? And suddenly, Kaguri ran through the puddles of water and out into the street. Don't get isekai, please. Kaguri. A truck was coming. I hate anime. Kaguri, run! Mayuri screamed. And my body moved on its own. Oh, is Okabe gonna get isekai'd? I yanked Mayuri's shoulder down and knocked her to the ground so that she couldn't run out on her own. Yeah. And then I used the momentum to run out into the street myself. Hasn't he already been isekai'd, at least technically?
今みたいに空気が汚れていなかったから、みんな雨に濡れても気にしなかったんだよ。
I'm not sure about that. I think I'll have to go with no because he hasn't died and then got reborn somewhere else. Because that seems to be a requirement to get isekai'd. I guess not necessarily. It depends on the isekai, but like... Maybe it's about as much of an isekai as Inuyasha is. Because Kagome can go back and forth between the two different worlds, per se. Anyways. A long time ago, the air wasn't dirty like it is now, so nobody cared if they got wet in the rain. When Mama was your age, Kaguri, she loved the rain. She ran around outside with Okarin. When you run in the rain, It's like you're swimming in the sea.
海の中を泳いでるみたいなんだ。
I'm not sure about that, Mayuri, but you know what? Sure.
オカリンとママはね、
Makarina and Mama were fish swimming in the sea.
魚なの。
The only two fish in the world.
世界でたった
They went
2匹だから。
puka, puka. How many more OnStars references can I fit into a Steins Gate stream? Stay tuned.
楽しかったな。
It was so much fun.
それはいつのことだった
When was that?
1998
After I had been separated from Big Suzuha in 1998. I was locked somewhere for a long time.
私がそこから逃げ出したのは
When did I
いつのことだっただろ
escape?
う。逃げ出した理由は
Why did I escape?
急にママに
I
会い
wanted
た
to
く
see
なったから
Mama all of a
そ
sudden.
れだけだった。
That was the only reason. Aww. At the place where she was kept, Kokori was waiting for the professor to come like always when she happened to look outside and see that it was raining. When she smelled the water through the window, she remembered what her mom had said. The next thing she knew, she had taken off the headset she was wearing. Nobody had expected it, so escaping was easy. She ripped off the cords on her arms and used the little window to go outside. And then she snuck in the back of a truck that was just leaving the parking lot. The faculty that she'd been kept in must have been deep within the mountains. After hours of shaking, the truck finally reached a town somewhere. Thoughts. When the truck stopped, she jumped out and wandered in the rain with nowhere to go. She didn't have any destination in mind. She just wanted to see her mom, but didn't know where she was. And even if she did find her, her mom would have been younger than Kaguri and wouldn't know who she was. She'd run away from the faculty on impulse, but she had no money and there was nothing she could do. Except wait for the professor to come find her. Until then she wanted to get wet in the rain. The rain kept falling for a long time. Her clothes got wet, but she didn't care.
雨が痛くないなんて。
It's so weird that the rain doesn't hurt. The rain in this area didn't sting when it landed on your skin. It was warm. For the first time, Kagari learned that nature could do things other than hurt you. There was life in this rain. That's how it felt to her. The rain in this area was alive. It was totally different than the dead rain of the future. Kagari kept walking, enjoying the feeling of being surrounded by living rain. How long has she walked? When her legs finally started to get tired, she sat down on a bench with a roof over it. It was a trolley platform. It was unmanned, without even a ticket station. She sat down and looked up at the sky. The rain was still falling.
きっと
I'm sure God doesn't like this rain. He probably likes the dead rain better than the living rain. Interesting perspective on God. Otherwise, I can't explain why the rain of the future is dead. Because chemicals and nuclear warfare. I don't know what else you would expect, Kaguri. The dead rain sure didn't seem better than the living rain to Kaguri. But there was one thing she was sure of. In the future, where Mom was, the rain was dead. When she saw Mom again, the rain would be dead. So she wasn't really mad at God.
迷子ですか
Are you lost? The boy was standing next to the bench. He was the same age as Kaguri, or maybe a little younger. He was holding an umbrella, but the area below his knees was soaking wet. He must have walked in the rain for a long time. Kaguri said nothing as he sat down next to her. He looked tired and in pain.
僕も
Me too. The boy talked to her in a voice that was a whisper. What he talked about, she couldn't remember. But he seemed to be in so much pain, as if he was carrying the weight of the whole world's sadness on his shoulders. Why had he talked to her when they'd never met before? Why had he decided to open up to Kagari? Strangely, it didn't bother her. She was the same. She was the same as he was. And strangely, she realized something. There were things in this world that you just couldn't change. There were things in this world where all you could do was watch them slip through your fingers. You couldn't give up on them, but you had no choice but to give up. She felt that despair. Oop oop oop. Maybe the rain had brought the two of them together. There were many people in the world, and yet the two of them had no one they could talk to. So maybe the rain had brought them together. The living rain. The warm rain. The gentle rain. Okarin and Mama were fish, swimming in the sea. The only two fish in the whole world. Well, it doesn't say whole, just only in the world, but you know, same difference. Mama had looked so happy when she told that story, but it sounded sad to Kagari, because their world was so big, and it was just the two of them alone. It would be lonely and sad to have no one else there. That's what she'd thought. But now she understood how Mom felt, it was so little. Just two fish, alone in the world. But that was different than being totally alone. No matter what else, there was someone next to you who felt the same way. It was lonely, but she was sure that it wasn't that lonely. That's what she felt, at the bottom of the sea of living rain. Okabe got it from her. It's just a little loop. It didn't loop in the way that I expected it to, but it loops. There's nothing Kakari could do for the boy, but she felt like he needed that song. Thoughts. The next thing she knew, the boy was gone. The rain's not stopping, huh? I've been looking for you. Thoughts. Come on, let's go. More dots. What's wrong? Dots. I have to go. She shook off the professor's hand and ran off into the street, through the pouring rain. The portal music. And then she saw a truck, splashing up water from the puddles as it came barreling towards her. Wow, same driver too? Damn. To think he would be in business for so long after hating someone, like, damn, they must be really desperate for truck drivers, you know? Anyways. Dots. More dots. I'm alive. Kakari woke up and realized she was in a hospital bed. Kakari! Maddie was looking down at her with the eyes swollen bright red. Kakari! Kakari's awake! Oh, so he lived too?
Kakari!
Kakari! Oh, he's in one piece even. That's, well, not... What I mean is that he's not hospitalized himself, because given what happened, I would expect both of them to be hospitalized, if not both dead. No offense. You were almost hit by a truck. You weren't hurt, but you passed out, so we called an ambulance just in case. Could you imagine if the second time was his first day back as a driver after dealing with the trauma of running over a kid and getting his license back and stuff? I want to believe that that's what's actually happened. That would be hilarious. And like, if he remembers what the kid looked like, it's like, oh my god, not this again. Beautiful.
君は保険証を持って
You
ない
don't have an insurance card,
医療費
so the
は
bills are probably
とん
going to
でも
be
ない額になる
crazy.
んだ。
The bills will be fine. You're just in Japan. You're not in the fucking States. Like, probably still kind of a lot for a college student, but like, you know, it could be thousands of dollars, and it definitely won't be.
しょうがないよ。
It doesn't matter.
あの時は
It
そう
was
す
the
る
only
し
thing
か
we
なか
could
ったも
do.
ん。係さんが
I'm
無事
just
でよ
glad
か
you're
った。
safe, Kagari.
おかりんがね、
Okarin saved you at the last
ギリギリの
second.
ところで助けたんだよ。二人とも
Mayushi thought you were
死んじゃった
both
のか
dead.
と思って。
Mayushi thought. Mayushi thought. Honestly,
しは
same hat, Mayuri. I honestly thought they were both fucking dead too. Or at least for sure Okabe. But he seems fine and dandy.
泣くなよ。
Don't cry, Mayuri. Okay. Let her fucking cry, you bastard, anyways. Oh,
そう
that's right.
ぼんやり
I
覚えて
kind
ま
of
す。
remember.
岡部
Okabe
さん
jumped
が
out to save
飛び
me.
出してきてくれたこと、ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
私
I don't know what
どうか
was
して
wrong
た。
with me. Thanks.
ありがとう。
いや、
No.
無事ならいい
I'm
んだ。
just glad you're safe. Aww. Finally, a CG of them actually hugging. In a fit of emotion, Mayuri leapt on Kaguri.
よかったよ。
I'm so glad, Kaguri.
本当に
I was really worried.
したんだから。前よりさ、
Mayuri.
うん、
No,
違う。
that wasn't right. Kaguri finally understood everything.
そうじゃない。
That wasn't right.
この人は
This wasn't
Mayuri-san じゃない。
Mayuri. I mean, anyways. Yes,
そうだ。
that's right.
この人はママだ。
This was Mama.
やっと
I finally
やっ
I finally get to meet you. The turns have tabled. Now it's Kaguri's turn to give Mayuri a big hug. Mama. Yeah? Huh? Mama? Kaguri, no. Why, she's not your mama.
しはママじゃない。
So, in this weird turn of events, Mayuri, you actually are. Congratulations on your daughter. That's older than you. Don't worry about it.
違ってなんかない。
You are. You're Kaguri's mama.
かがりのママ。
Aww. She couldn't stop herself from talking like a little girl. Aw. The last 10 years vanished, and Kaguri was once again a small child.
ママって
Mama?
かがり
Kaguri,
記憶
your memories are back? To explain the shenanigans in a hospital or not.
おかり。
Uncle
Oji-san.
Okarin. Yes. Yeah,
全部
I
思い出した
remembered it all now.
私は
I'm
シ
Mayuri
ン
Shino's
はマユリの
daughter.
娘。
My name is
シーナかがり
Kaguri.
だよ。
Huh? But you're older than me,
年
Kaguri.
上だよ。
Time machine.
それに
And Mayushi's never,
その
had a baby or
赤ちゃん産ん
anything.
だりとかしてないし。ママ、
Mama,
私は未
I'm
来から
from the
来たんだよ。
future.
未来のママは
In the future, you adopted me when I was an orphan.
養女にしてくれたの。
Mayushi did?
そうだよ。
That's right.
私に生き
You
る
were
理
the
由を
one who
与
gave me a
えてくれ
reason
た
to
のが
live. Oh.
ママなの。ママはね、
You sent me to the
私を
safest
危ない
place you
目に
could
遭わ
think
せない
of
ために
so that I wouldn't
一
be
番
in
安全な
danger.
ところに逃がしてくれた。安全な
The safest place.
過去だよ。
The past.
ママが幼かった
You
頃
probably
の
thought that if I lived in a time when Japan was at peace, I could be
安全に
safe.
暮らせるだろうって。
Thoughts.
でも
But I still
やっぱ
missed
り
you.
寂しかった。ここには
I
ママ
couldn't
がい
find
ない
you
んだも
here.
の。どんな
安全な場所でもママと離れ離れになるん
No
じゃ
matter how safe it is.
意味なんて
I
な
don't
い
want to
もん
live without you. Mama. I missed you. Kagari clung to Mairi on the soft bed and cried for a long time, as she should, frankly. At first Mairi was confused, but she eventually hugged her back, gently. No.
かがりちゃん
Kagari. Mama. Yeah.
ごめんね
I'm sorry.
ごめんね
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
辛かったよ
It
ね
must have been so hard.
寂し
You
かっ
must
た
have
よ
been
ね
so lonely. Hmm.
ママのせいで
You were sad for so long because of
ず
me,
っと泣いてたんだよ
weren't you?
ね
Hmm.
ごめんね
I'm sorry. And that's how I, Kagari Shina, got all my memories back. The next several months were wonderful. Every day I would come to the lab and play with Mama and her friends. They were all wonderful people. There was never a moment where something fun wasn't happening. Mama especially tried to spend as much time with me as possible. We'd eat together, go shopping together, or sometimes just walk around with no goal in mind. That normal life was everything I'd ever wanted. The voice I'd heard before began to vanish as I spent more time with her. Mama always smiled, and she always seemed so happy to hear what I had to say. I was so happy. We had a lot of sleepovers too, at the lab, at Mama's house, at Luca's house. We'd stay up late eating snacks and talking, and then I'd sleep in the same futon as Mama. No. We'd both whisper that song. That song that she told me brought us together. And it did. It did, huh? Hmm. When I was little, Mama taught me this song. And she learned it from Big Sis Suzuha. And Big Sis Suzuha learned it from Yuki. And Yuki learned it from Uncle Okarin's mom. And Uncle Okarin's mom learned it from Uncle Okarin. And he... I didn't know for sure. But if that was true, it was wonderful. I talked about a lot more with Mama. About school, about the lab, about Uncle Okarin, about the future, about love, about all kinds of things. One day, she said this to me.
ねえかがりちゃん
Hey, Kagari.
まゆしーはね
Mayushi had an
思う
idea.
のですこの歌は
Maybe the song is a song to
大
make the
好きな
person
人
you
を
love
励
feel
ます歌
better.
なんじゃないかなって
Mm.
その人は
They lost their most
大
important
切な
treasure,
宝物を
and they
な
got
く
so
して
sad they finally just went to sleep.
悲しくて悲しくて
Mm.
どんなに揺さぶって
No
も
matter how
眠
much you
っ
shake
たま
them,
ま
they won't wake up.
それ
That's
く
how
らい
sad they
悲し
are.
かったからでもね
But that treasure isn't really gone.
実はなくなってないんだ本当は
It's actually so close they could reach out and touch it.
届くところにあるの
Mm.
だけどその
But they
人
don't
は
realize it's so close.
宝物がす
All
ぐ
they do
近
is
くに
sleep.
あることに気づかないででもね
But
そ
really,
の人は
you know, They waited.
本当は
They're
誰かが起こしてくれる
they're
のを
waiting for someone
ず
to
っと
wake
待
them
っ
up.
てるんだ。
I wonder who this could be about.
だってね、
Because that person is right next to them.
そばにいるから。いなくなったわけじゃ
They're
ない
not
から。
gone at all.
それがいつになるのかわ
I
か
don't
ら
know
ない
when.
けど、
But I know that someday
それでも
they'll wake up.
いつかきっと目を覚ましてくれる。そういう歌なんじゃない
That's
か
what
な
I
っ
think
て
that song is.
思うんだ。
そしてママは
The mama looked at me and smiled.
にっこりと微笑んでくれた。カーテンから漏れ
Her
る
eyes seemed so
月明かり
clear
で
and calm as she gazed at the moonlight coming in through the curtains.
とても澄んで見えた。
And the cortons.
初めて見る綺麗
It was the first time I'd seen such a pretty color.
けれど後から
But when I thought back,
あの時のママの瞳は
I'd actually seen it
以前
once
にも見
before.
たことがあった。あの時
That day.
私が記憶を
That
取り
rainy
戻し
day.
た
When I got my
あの雨の
memories
日
back.
ママは
She had
私を
that same
抱きし
look in
めな
her
がら
eyes
あん
when
な
she
瞳を
held
してい
me.
た。あの時
She'd
ママは
kept
ずっ
saying
と
the same
同
thing.
じ言葉を繰り返していた。ごめんね、
I'm sorry.
かがりちゃん。
I'm sorry, Kagari.
そのごめんねは
I thought that she
ママは
was
未来のママ
apologizing
自身
for
の代わ
what
り
she'd
に
done in the
謝っている
future.
んだと思ってた。未来のママが
I thought that she was apologizing for leaving me all alone.
謝っているんだって。けれど、そ
But
うじ
she
ゃなかった。
wasn't.
あの時
That apology was only from the mighty Sheena who lived in 2011. She was saying that she was sorry for leaving me alone. It was about half a year later when I realized this. July 7th, 2011. Sorry for pausing at this point, but just thinking back because, like, they don't have a full year to be able to go back to when Kurisu died to prevent it in order to get this Steins storyline. But I don't remember exactly how many days it was. Like, it was close to a full year, but it wasn't quite it. So I'm trying to figure out if this is, like, just before that time ends up closing up or if it's after. Like, I feel like it was 340 something days, something like that. And if so, yeah, I'm still not 100% sure. The Teo Tanabata. Oh yeah, that's the thing. To tell the truth, I had known it was coming.
こんなところに呼び出して
I wonder why Mama wanted to
何
come
の用か
here.
な。何かサプライズでも考
Maybe
え
she's
てる
thinking
の
of
か
a
な。
surprise. Kagari whispered as if she wanted it to be true. Today was July 7th, Tanabata. The lab was going to have a Tanabata party with the Tanoji family on the roof of the building. No. It was essentially an excuse to hold a barbecue. The sky was the sky was clear that day, so the night stars were sure to be pretty.
早く戻って
We have to get back and keep getting ready. With Mama's
マ
help,
マと
of
一緒
course.
に。本当は分か
I
っ
knew it
て
was
た。
coming.
この呼び出しが
I knew
何を
what
意
this
味す
meant.
るのか。分かってて、
I knew.
でも自
But I
分に対
pretended
し
I
て
didn't.
分からないふりをしてた。本当はここに
I
は来たく
didn't
な
want
か
to
った。
come here.
見たくないものから
I didn't want
目を
to
そ
see
らしてい
this.
たかった。
I wanted to look away. And take one step after another toward the roof. Thoughts.
早く行か
I
なき
need
ゃ。
to hurry.
ママが待ってる。
Mama's waiting. More dots.
どうして
Why
今になっ
now?
て。ママ、
Mama. Thoughts. When I opened the door, I was met with a burst of warm wind of the gentle summer twilight. The stars could already be seen twinkling in the evening sky. Mayuri was there. She was standing right next to the time machine. She had one hand on her head to keep the wind from blowing away her hat, and another reached out toward the sky. Her open hand stretched straight up toward the Akihabara sky, as if she was trying to grab the brightest star. Her eyes seemed to look past the stars towards something beyond. It was so pretty. So ephemeral? That's word. Fancy word. Typical Steins Gate behavior. And so fragile. Mama. Kagari couldn't stop herself from crying out. Ephemeral? I don't know if I got it right, but I'll trust the process. Oh yeah, okay. What does it mean? I felt like if she couldn't stop her, the stars would take her mother away. Her outfit's so cute. Anyways. Oh, Kagari. Do-do-do. Mama. The tension started to drain from Kagari's body. Ephemeral means something that lasts for a very short time. I see. Yes, very cute outfit. I love it. Good. Mama was acting normal now. There was nothing to worry about. Mama would never leave her, ever. When Kagari ran over, Mayuri lowered the hand that she'd reached out toward the sky. What's wrong? Why did you want me to come here? Thoughts. Mayuri smiled, slightly embarrassed, and spun the other way. And then she looked up at the time machine. This is what you came here in, isn't it, Kagari? Why bring that up? It's not something I... Her words caught in her throat. She realized that the time machine's hatch was open. Why? Why is the time machine's hatch open? Thoughts. And then someone appeared from within the time machine. Kagari! Cute new outfit for Suza, huh? Why are you... That's what I want to know. What are you two doing? Thoughts. Big sis Mayu. You promised to keep it a secret from Kagari. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Suzu. Mayushi wanted to say goodbye to Kagari, no matter what. Let me guess. Because Okabe never turned around and said, I will go and get to Steins Gate. Mayuri's gonna do it. Is that right? I'll be done soon, so keep getting ready. Okay. Once you're done, get in. Suzuha disappeared back inside the time machine. A secret? Goodbye. Getting ready. What are you two talking about? I don't understand. She did understand. She'd known exactly what was coming since she got the message from her mother. But she didn't want to accept it. She didn't want to accept that the time machine was going to tear her away from her mother again. Listen, Mayushi's about to go back into the past with Suzu, so that the person she loves can wake up. Thoughts. It's impossible. The world lines are going to converge. No matter how hard you try, you can't change them. No one can. You're right. Mayushi can't change them. Then... But you know Okarin can. Okarin has the power to change the future. And even Mayushi can go back to that day and give him a little push. That day is our
あ
only
の日だけだ
chance.
から。
It won't work. Kagari grabbed Mayuri's arms, but she just smiled sadly.
それでも
Even if it doesn't,
マユシーは
Mayushi wants to see
もう
him
一度会い
again.
たいんだ。
What does that mean? Where is Lokobe? Like, he didn't get killed by the truck, so like...
法王院京馬に
Oh, okay. Not
私
Lokobe.
の彦星様に
Hyoin Kyoma. I
もう
want to
一
see
度
my
会いたいの。
Hikoboshi again. Mm,
そんな
no.
でも
But she
本当
knew
は
this
分
was
かってた。
coming. Ever since the day she got her memories back, Kaguri's life had been truly happy. She'd lived every day in a peaceful Japan, with no war, and with Mayuri and the rest of the lab. Every day shined like a jewel, and she thought it would last forever. But she known that to look in Mayuri's eyes had meant. She'd known why, even when someone was having fun, Mayuri always seemed kinda sad.
私は
What about me?
私は
What happens to me?
もし
If Uncle Opening does reach Steins Gate,
そこでは
maybe the
戦争
war
が
won't
起きないかもしれ
happen.
ない。そうすれば
And maybe a lot of people will be
たくさんの人は救われるかもし
saved.
れない。だけど
But then,
そしたら
then
私
I
は
won't be able to meet
ママ
you.
と会えないよ。
That's
そんなこ
that's not
と
true.
ないよ。どの未来でだって
No matter what the future holds,
マユシ
I'm
ー
going
と
to
カガ
meet
リ
you.
ちゃんはその世界では
In that world, you
カ
might
ガ
not
リ
be
ちゃんは
alone.
一人じゃないかもしれない。本当のお父さんと
You
お
might have
母
a
さん
happy
がい
life
て
with your real mom and dad.
幸せに暮らしているかもしれない。でも
But even
マ
if
ユ
you
シー
do,
は
I'll still come
そ
see
れで
you.
もカガリちゃんに会いに行くから。それでね
And then we can be
カガ
really,
リちゃん
really,
と
really
と
good
っても
friends.
とっても仲良しになるから。だから
So you don't need to
カガリちゃんは
worry about a thing.
何にも心配しなくていいんだよ。
私もママも
You and I might forget
他の
each
ことを忘れ
other.
ちゃうかもしれないんだよ。私のことを覚
How
えて
can
い
you
ないの
come
に
find me if you don't
どうやって
remember
会いに
me?
来てくれるの？
Fates.
絶対無理
It's impossible.
ううん。
Nope.
マユ
Mayashi
シー
will
は
know who you are.
きっとカガリちゃんがわかるよ。
How?
なんでそんなこと
How can you be sure?
だってね、
Because
それが
that's fate. That's what I said.
マユシーとカガ
The
リちゃん
bond
の
between Mayashi
絆
and
は
Kagari won't be broken by
どんなことに
anything.
も負けたりしない。だから
So even if we lose our
今の記
memories,
憶がなくなっても
Mayashi will come find
絶
you.
対に
Mm,
マユシーはあなたを
Mama. Tears like pearls fell from Mayuri's eyes, but she kept smiling at Kagari anyway. And for the first time, Kagari realized how strong Mayuri Shina really was. She realized, even if Mayuri didn't, how tough and strong her will was. This girl, who seemed so small and fragile, believed in the power of the future more than anyone in the world.
じゃ
Okay, I'm
あそ
going
ろ
to
そろ
go.
行くね。
Mayuri's about to get in the time machine. She could see Mayuri's legs shaking with each step up the ladder she took. She couldn't let this happen. It would just end up like that day in 2036. Kagari couldn't take that anymore. Wait. Kagari clung to Mayuri's body. Huh?
ママを
I won't let you go to the past.
ママの代わりに
I'll go instead. Kagari grabbed the phone that Mayuri was holding and then pulled down on her hard. Mayuri lost her balance and fell off the ladder. And Kagari leapt inside.
カガリ
Kagari,
お前
are you
正気か
crazy? Yes. Kagari ignored her and leaned out of the hatch to smile down at Mayuri. Mama! I'll take care of Uncle Okarin. So just wait there. Kagari! Big says Suzaha. Close the hatch. You're sure? Yeah. Alright. The hatch started to close. Mayuri was staring up at Kagari in shock. Kagari. Mama. I'll always love you. In the past, in the present, and in the future. And then the hatch closed. She couldn't see her beloved mother anymore. Thoughts. And she wiped away the tears, sat down in the passenger seat, and strapped herself in. Suzaha sat in the main seat and grinned. I didn't think I'd be doing this with you twice. Is there a reason the all three of them cannot all go? Not enough space in the time machine. Pretty simple as that. Like, it's crowded with just these two, let alone if Mayuri was also in there. We just gone back to we just gone back to the first time is all. This is nothing like the first time. You were sobbing like a baby then. You were crying a little too, big sis Suzaha. You're right. Let's go, Kagari. To the past. Okay. Suzaha tapped at the console and the whole seat started to shake. At the same time, a pale light began to shine from within the machine. The time travel was beginning. There was no guarantee it would work. She might never see Mayuri again. But she swore that she would make this succeed. As the daughter of Mayuri Shina. No matter how far apart they were, that song would connect them together. Not the special credits for the specific ending. I mean... Well, that was a time. Fun time. Fun times. Okay, so that means there's 4 more endings left to get now. But they require going even further back. So the, next closest one is the Maho ending, so we'll be doing the Maho ending next week. And then the next set of endings requires me to go even further back, like deadass the first proper chapter, not like the prologue stuff. That's exciting. Love that for us. Something that I did notice while paying attention to what I need to do to get the true ending and all the other endings, I think what Steins Gate 0 is gonna do, similarly to the first game, is how, for the first game with the Recursive ending is part of the true ending. I think that's gonna be the case here with the Mayuri ending. Because the only difference is literally one 9 message. So, there's a small chance I might accidentally get the true ending instead of just the Mayuri ending instead. Cause, yeah. But hey, this is on the fairly shorter side. Bye bye!